We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a completion there by Haskins. And you think back to the 2019 draft, both Dwayne and his counterpart on the other sideline, Daniel Jones, first-round picks in that draft. Jones taken 6th, Haskins 15th, and they might be seeing a lot of each other for quite a while here in the NFC East.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The tackle made.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Haskins to throw it. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Gibson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. It's our time. It's our time. Kill, 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 kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and a tackle, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Let's see what you got.
Going to give it to Love, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson,
His 6th touchdown of the season.
and Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
For Saquon Barkley last year against Washington, he won many a fantasy league with his performance in Week 16. 189 yards rushing. That was the 3rd highest single-game total in the NFL all of last season.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
They go option here with Jones.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
To throw on 2nd down, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Now Jones.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check line 21, line 21, check line 21. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead.
On for the extra point.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play, recovered by Washington.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
56, right there, 56. You. Mike 56.
On first down, it's Haskins. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss
He will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Gano for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano out
to kick this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Hey, check Mike 21, big stop.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
28-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And Washington has retaken the lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Washington 19, Giants 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, they'll let the tight end Ingram run with it.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He may try and run for this. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football. And what a nice gain on that play.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Jones hit and the ball's out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Haskins will throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3rd down.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Operating from the gun. Haskins. Past the 20. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Haskins on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a 1st down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the 1st down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the 1st down.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll go to Barkley again. Powerful running. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
For it, and he will. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Jones on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second and 9.
throwing. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Jones
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On third down, Barkley. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again.
Giants.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 4.
Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give right side. Gibson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Washington.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
49-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Gibson. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Switch.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 22. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. Steven Sims Jr. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes this Washington 29. Giants 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Giants.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Hinton. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's third down.
At the 38-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
in second and inches.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Gibson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Let's get off the field. Kill. Check 24. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
The Giants' 5-yard line.
56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
On second down now, it's Gibson. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go one more.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Washington, they finally taste victory for the first time after 7 straight defeats. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.